For today's recipe, we're going to make citrus lollipop chicken, which is right here, drumsticks. And then for seasoning, these are all the seasonings that are in this bowl. So it's red pepper, black pepper, chili powder, a little bit of cinnamon, meat tenderizer, and then nutmeg, parsley, garlic, and salt, of course. This is the mix of the seasoning. And then we have in here, we have 2 eggs, 1 lemon, a whole lemon, and 1 tangerine, and 1 lime. And this will go for the chicken coating with the seasoning. And here are the fruits that I used for the juice. So let's get started. So I'm going to show you guys how to cut the chicken leg into a chicken lollipop. So this is an example. I already did this one. So you cut this part right here, which is the bony part, and then you cut this part right here, so the skin and part of the bone. So this is how it's supposed to look. So I got as much of meat and skin off as possible. And let's get started. So this is the one that's not cut up yet. So right now I am going to use this big knife, and you want to cut into circular motion. This is very tedious part, so I already did all the chicken drumsticks. I just want to show you guys how I did it. So now that I cut up in the circular motion, I'm using the little knife to pull off the skin and some of the meat. And then you want to use scissors and cut. So you see what I'm doing? I'm pulling the meat off. So then, if you feel comfortable, use your fingers and pull it over the bone. Hold on, I gotta grab that. Pull it over the bone. And then you want to cut it again, cut the pieces off. So this is how it's supposed to look, see? You're pulling the skin off the bone. Then the rest you can cut.
And then you want to pull this down, and you want to clean as much as possible, as much as you can. It is a little bit tough to get the little pieces off the bone.
So this part is done. See how clean I did as much as possible. This will get cooked, and you also can wrap this part with foil. So now we're gonna get to this part. We're going to cut the bone and cartilage out. So when you place it to cook, it's going to stand. So right here is the bone and cartilage, and you could use any knife you want. I'm using my favorite little one. And so about right here. Okay. In this process, you will maybe see some blood, but it's okay, it's going to get cooked. And then what I do after this, after the cutting part, I rinse the chicken again. I'll be right back. So I have the bowl of the lemon juice and egg mix with orange and lime. And what you want to do is you want to dip each chicken wing and then put it in this bowl. And now you want to pour the seasoning in, spread it. Use tongs to flip the chicken over so both sides can get the seasoning and the egg mix. Transfer the chicken into a different bowl, and now you want to pour the juice into this bowl so it can cook in it. The chicken can cook in the seasoning and egg mix. And then you want to add parsley. And you're going to put it in the oven. So this is how it looks right now. I transferred the chicken into a pan. Now I'm going to pour the juice. So I'm going to add tomato puree. Spread the puree. Added tomato puree to the chicken to add more flavor. Looking really good. Now we're gonna put them in the oven to cook. So with this meal, we're going to have rice with veggie mix and then broccoli on drumsticks, lollipops. So they're ready to be put in the oven with lemon, orange, and lime juice. Look how beautiful they came out. And the background that you hear is water boiling with brown rice. Look at these lollipops. Here we have brown rice that's already cooked. I'm pouring butter. And then you want to put the veggie mix. So in the veggie mix is green onions, basil, bell pepper, tomatoes, walnuts, and parsley.